Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back to my playthrough of Cathy Rain 2. We're about to start day 4, and you know what? I'm kind of annoyed that Cathy hasn't put her hair up yet. She's just had it down every day. When are you having time to shower? That mane's got to be filthy by now. Anyway, so part 1 is live now as I'm recording this, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, John, why don't you wear a blue wig?"
Nah, I'll let her sleep in peace.
Like I got one just lying around. Please.
Hey, it's Lucas. I just heard back from an informant of mine. And apparently our boy Faze was sighted downtown this morning.
Okay.
You know, near the pawn shop. Alright, kid, we're even.
Alright, whatever.
Perfect. I gotta head there right away. Maybe the guy's still around.
Oh, we got another handwritten note from T.
Here we go again. Pattern. Stab, fall, hang, burn. Mirrors are portals. Inception occurred in 1995. T.
Stab, fall, hang, burn. I guess maybe there's some kind of... Well, wait, hang on. So, Rose Taylor was stabbed. Eric Holloway fell, supposedly, right? Ben Townsend hung. Nameless Jane Doe burned. It's interesting that there's not a 5th cause of death there. Because the 5th cause of death was a stabbing, right? For Deborah Sinclair. That's interesting. Mirrors are portals. Inception occurred in 1995. 1995 is the year that the first Cathy Rain game happened, by the way.
1995? No, it can't be. Is this all connected to what happened in Conwell Springs?
Possibly. That'd be kind of weird, but yeah, let's check it out. Cathy Rain is the soothsayer. I swear if they try to do something like that, I'm gonna lose it. There he is. Hey, I saw that graffiti on Constance Hill.
Creepy design. Hey, Corey, right?
Only Ma calls me that. It's Faze, homegirl.
You're not the guy that jumped me at Constance Hill, right? Yeah, no. Slightly different guy.
Sure thing. Faze, homegirl.
That is a dad joke, Cathy.
You one of those sassy-ass chicks, huh?
Yeah, I am, I guess.
I've been known to mouth off on occasion. But wait a minute, you look familiar.
Huh? What are you on about? The Faze ain't ever seen you before.
The Faze?
Yeah, you're that raving lunatic I electrocuted up on Constance Hill.
Damn, that was you? Oh man, my bad. I was fucked up that day. No doubt, yo.
Are you kidding me?
No shit you were. You better keep your distance, buddy.
Oh, come on, I'm all good now. I just had a tiny little pick-me-up this morning. That's it, I swear.
Uh-huh. At least you're lucid enough for a fucking conversation.
You got me good, though, no joke. Look at this sick bump on my head, and I still can't feel some toes on my foot, for real.
Well, you had it coming. Look, Faze, people have been saying that you're a guy with some useful information.
Oh, yeah, I guess the Faze knows a thing or two. All right, then. Speak.
I hate you. Let's ask you about the Faze.
So, what's your deal, Faze?
Me? Well, you know, just another street dog trying to get by.
Yeah? How's that going for you?
Well, fuck, not great. But I mean, could be worse. At least it's summer soon.
I see. Have you been making graffiti long?
Forever. The Faze always loved drawing, even as a kid. Art was probably the only subject I ever passed.
Okay. We're gonna wait on the pyre dealers bit. I want to see. Oh, let's show them the stun gun.
Yo, get that thing away from me!
Sorry, couldn't resist.
You clearly ain't ever been tased. Shouldn't wave that around all casual like that.
Check out my photo.
I don't want to show that to him.
Check out the handwritten note.
I don't want to show. What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Huh? The what mirrors?
Never mind. I don't want to show.
Show them the chakra pendant.
What's up with this little rainbow thing?
Oh, just an unprompted gift from this new age girl I met.
Right. Brochure?
I don't see a reason to show him that.
That's weird. Are you sure you just don't want to show him that? I don't see a reason to show him that. Huh. Check out my Zippo lighter.
I don't want to show that to him.
Check out my lockpicks.
Oh, you're into the art of lockpicking, huh?
You could say that. I've been finding myself picking a lot of locks lately.
Sounds like I'm not the only one with a knack for finding trouble.
Camera?
I don't want to show that.
Newspaper articles?
I don't want to show.
Okay. I just want to check. What do you think about this graffiti?
That's an interesting graffiti you've got there.
Badass, isn't it? It's my tribute to Pyre, the best hit I ever had.
Really?
The eye. That's what you saw?
This is connected to the first game then, because that's the Crimson Eye. I don't know what it's officially called, but we saw that in the first game. Talking to the Crimson One.
Yeah, the eye of the universe staring back at me.
So there is a connection to the first game. Interesting.
I don't want to ask him about that. You seem like the kind of guy who knows some tricks to get quick money, am I right?
Why, you looking for a gig?
Not quite that desperate yet. Gutsy move. Spraying graffiti like this when the shop's open and all?
That's the Faze, baby. Always living on the edge.
Yeah. And that's what results in you getting tased at the top of Constance Hill.
Are you a regular customer here at the pawn shop?
Nah, when I need a fence, I got my own guy on the other side of town.
I don't want to ask.
Cigarettes?
You smoke?
Tobacco? Fuck no. That shit kills people.
Right, it's really dangerous. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Pyre.
I've been told you scored some pyre. Is that right?
Oh man, yes. Just once. I'd do anything to feel that high again.
Yeah? What's so special about it?
You'd have to be a junkie to understand. The Faze has tried every psychedelic under the sun. LSD, DMT, shrooms, none of them compare to Pyre. Mind at large, pure and simple.
Mind at large. What does that mean?
That we have like a filter in our brains, keeping us from seeing what's really out there. Drugs like Pyre numb that filter, allowing us to see alternate realities, astral realms, all kinds of wild shit, yo.
Interesting. And what did pyre make you see?
Man, most of it can't be described with words. One thing is burned into my mind, though. The eye. The eye of the universe staring back at me. I never believed in a god before, but now I ain't so sure.
How did you get pyre in the first place? It seems hard to come by.
The pyre dealers came to me. Makes sense, I've been a steady dope fiend for 15-something years now. Guess they went with the tried and true, huh?
Right. I've also heard rumors about some kind of interview. Is there any truth to that?
Oh yeah, those fuckers asked all sorts of questions. About my childhood, dramas, and whatnot.
There
Wasn't no problem for me to yap about. The Faze is an open book.
Okay, hang on. They're from... Yeah, this is definitely a connection to the first game. Because in the first game, I mean, Kathy confronts her childhood traumas. She has to go into like this, you know, like I said before, in the playthrough, this like Silent Hill-esque realm where she has to confront an evil version of herself, like an evil version of her dad, an evil version of her mom, and somehow a very nice, comforting version of her grandfather. But the crimson one, the bald guy, shows up and he's like, he says something about like, you know, it's all about, you know, confronting your trauma, or he says it like way creepier than that, but it's something like they kind of get off on making people, you know, face themselves. So, I wonder if these 5 victims came out the other side of the escalator that Kathy did, and they just didn't make it. They didn't succeed.
Curious. So, the pyre dealers. It's a man and a woman, right?
Yeah, dude's a big bald guy. I'll never forget his face. Creepy motherfucker.
No eyebrows?
Creepy how?
I don't know, man. He was intense. You know, not looking at you, but through you? Like I was a thing, not a person.
What about the woman?
I just caught a quick glimpse of her. She wore a hood. Saw some pretty nasty scars, though. Something seriously fucking bad happened to that chick.
Remember somebody saying that I wasn't scarred? Who said that? Somebody was surprised that I wasn't scarred.
She had scars? On her face?
Is the woman evil Kathy?
Yeah, on one side. Melted skin, like from burns, acid, or some shit like that.
Damn. Got any more details on this couple? You know, what they were wearing or what they looked like?
Both white people. She didn't seem too old, like your age maybe. Dressed in all black. I guess she wasn't too girly, you know? What's the word for it when you're in between?
Androgynous?
Androgynous?
Yeah, androgynous. That's what she was.
Got it. And what about the man?
In his 40s or so. Bald head, big black eyebrows.
Okay, he's got
brown
eyebrows.
eyes, and like I said, intense fucking energy. Major big bad wolf vibes coming off that dude.
All right. Thanks.
Okay. Bald man. Fire dealer. Scarred woman. Okay. I guess we got what we needed out of Faze, but I'm still gonna ask him about other stuff.
What do you know about the soothsayer?
That crazy killer? Nothing. Faze ain't that much of a creep.
Okay.
What do you know about Deborah Sinclair,
He's
the
not gonna know
latest
anything.
soothsayer victim?
Look, I know nothing about no murders,
Right.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Nope, never went in a church since Catholic school. Fuck that shit.
Right. Azure Sky Motel?
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Can you be the first one that knows?
Sure, stayed there a few years back.
Excuse me?
You heard there was a soothsayer murder there, right?
Oh shit. That was the place? Nah, I didn't know that.
Can you give me like an address?
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
Nah, never heard of that chick.
Chick.
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
Nope, don't know that name.
Nope.
I don't want to ask him about that.
Okay, I guess we've asked about everything then.
I'll let you get back to your tag.
Peace out.
Yeah. Goodbye. I can't wait to go into the pawn shop at some point. It says scam right next to the pawn shop. How'd they get up there? They had a ladder. Wait, where am I going? I just realized. Go up to Constance Hill, just for a moment. Now that I know that it was Faze up here that attacked me. Okay, let's take a look. Talk to Corey Finnegan.
I gotta talk to Corey Finnegan and learn what he knows. Hannah Verdew said that he's had direct contact with the pyre dealers.
Really? I mean, okay, so I guess I'm not done with Corey.
I need to try and identify the male pyre dealer, the intimidating bald man. Didn't I see a guy like that somewhere? Where was it? One of the pyre dealers is supposedly a woman with some sort of facial scars. I should ask around and see if someone recognizes that description.
Didn't I see an intimidating bald man?
That red symbol reminds me of Corey's graffiti. Guess this must be some of his handiwork.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh, I got an achievement. Pattern recognition. Found an early draft of Corey's magnum opus. Weird that there's an achievement for that, but okay, sure.
Nothing but some rudimentary makeshift seating.
Yeah. Oh, look, there's a crane moving around. That crane is moving fast. That crane's whipping around. That was also a plane right there. See how fast that crane moves? Watch it. Look at that, that's crazy fast. You ever seen a crane move that fast? They move slow as hell. Look at that. Oh my god. Okay, wait, let me go back. I guess we're not done talking to Corey. I thought once the thing popped up, it was like, pop. I thought I was done. But we'll go back and talk to the Faze. Okay. An intimidating bald man.
The second guy here, Vic, is tall and bald. Both Corey and Hannah describe the pyre dealer that way. I should show this to Corey and see what he thinks.
Is that the crazy guy that was like, hey, what are you doing? Hey! That guy? That would explain why when I took the brochure, it's like, I don't see a reason to show him this. Let's show it to him.
Yo, what up?
Yo, what up?
Hey, have a look at this. Do you recognize any of these men?
Oh, fuck! That's him! The tall, bald guy!
You sure? The man called Vic?
200%. That's the pyre dealer.
Wow.
Well then, I guess it's time to go visit the ranger station.
The angry guy, that explains why he sounded so evil.
I'll let you get back to your tag.
He's not the crimson one
All
then.
right, I think that's everything he knows.
He's not the crimson one then, because that's not what the crimson one looked like at all. But they could be other members. They could be the same entity, you know, with a different form. But it would be weird for this like mysterious entity to get hired as a park ranger. That explains why he came up to the cabin and was just like, "What's going on? Looks like the seal is broken. Is there anybody in there?" And I was like, wow, this guy sounds really evil. Okay, the ranger station. Oh, they got that billy mouth bass up there.
I know nothing about fish, but I guess nailing it to the friggin' wall must mean it's not a bad catch.
Yes, it's barbaric, isn't it, Kathy?
What a monstrosity. Better not turn that on or the building might lift off.
I love big fans like that. They're great. Get some airflow in here. Nothing's worse than walking into a building with stagnant air.
Complimentary refreshments. I'm not thirsty though.
Brochures? Want to look at the brochures?
Brochures of various outdoor activities around Bear Creek. Nothing here looks very interesting to me at the moment.
Postcards?
Overpriced pictures of landmarks I've seen 100 times. No thanks.
You know, Kathy, wouldn't hurt you to turn down the cynicism sometimes. Sometimes sentimentality has its place.
Looks like a map of the immediate surroundings here in Bear Creek. Various points of interest are marked out. Looks like an office area. No reason to go in there.
I guess we'll just talk to her, huh? Junior Ranger? Yeah. Okay.
Hello there, and welcome to the Bear Creek Ranger Station.
Why aren't you chipper? Cassie, I have a few questions if you don't mind.
Don't mind at all. Happy to help.
Just show her the brochure.
I came across one of these brochures of yours.
Nice, isn't it? I was the one who came up with the idea. I love community building.
Interesting. Vic.
So I saw in this brochure that a park ranger called Vic works here. Is that correct?
Sure. Ranger Cooper is one of the rangers assigned to this district.
Cooper.
Ranger Cooper, huh? What's his full name? Can I talk to him?
It's Victor Cooper, but he's off duty right now.
Off duty? For how long? Why?
Oh, shoot! I don't have any of those details.
Well, what about a phone number or an address?
Huh.
I'm not allowed to give out that information. Sorry. You'll have to run it by the chief.
Well, fine. Let's talk to the chief then.
Oh, double shoot! He's not here on Saturdays. He'll be back on Monday morning.
Wow.
Well, all right.
It's really frustrating talking to this girl. Victor Cooper. Okay. Well, I might be able to run the name somewhere.
Do you recognize the name Corey Finnegan? He also goes by the moniker Faze.
Doesn't sound like anyone I know. Sorry.
What about... We can just talk to her about ceiling fans and stuff.
That's the biggest ceiling fan I have ever seen.
Tell me about it. We wouldn't be able to hear ourselves talking if it was turned on.
Might be a blessing in that case.
I don't want to ask her about that.
What's back there?
What's in there?
That's Chief Walker's office, but he's not in right now.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
I don't want to ask her about that. I don't want to ask. Big fish over there. Who caught it?
Chief Walker, of course. He's a legendary fisherman around here. Biggest largemouth bass caught in over 30 years.
Very impressive.
I don't want to ask.
Okay, I've asked her about everything around. Now that we know that's Chief Walker's office, though, that's important. We'll be able to maybe break into there later.
What do you know about the soothsayer?
Horrific stuff. But I don't know much about the murder that happened here on park grounds. Only senior rangers dealt with that.
So you don't know anything about Deborah Sinclair?
So, Deborah Sinclair. Must have been quite a shock, huh?
Yeah, it was horrible. Everyone around here loved Debbie.
Did you know her personally?
I wouldn't say that. I just met her a couple of times. Lovely lady, though. She'll be missed.
I wonder if Deborah Sinclair's death is either faked or it's a copycat killer. Because according to the handwritten note, the killings follow a pattern. The pattern is, what was it, stab, fall, hang, burn. But then it doesn't mention stab again, because Deborah was stabbed. Seems like that one's like standing out to me as a weird exception, you know?
What do you know about Jane Doe, the fourth soothsayer victim?
Nothing much, sorry. Besides Debbie, I'm not in the loop on the soothsayer victims.
Makes sense. What about scrying mirrors?
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Well, they're part of the soothsayer's MO, right? I haven't come across one in my private life, though.
Would you like to see one?
What do you know about
Well, they're...
Well, I was trying to show it to you.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Nope, I haven't heard of that one.
Do you know the Azure Sky Motel?
Haven't heard of it, sorry.
You never know what they're gonna know about.
Do you know what pyre is?
You mean like a fire?
No, this is an illegal drug.
Oh, I must have missed the memo on that one.
Rachel Wang.
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
Nope, sorry.
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
No, I don't think so.
So really, you just know about
There's this drug dealer I'm pursuing.
Vic.
A woman my age with some kind of facial scars.
Oh, I can't help you there. I haven't seen a person like that.
Not hanging around Vic at all. What about
I
Rose's
don't wanna
lover?
ask. That's all I needed. Thanks.
You're more than welcome. Have a nice day now.
Since I have a better description of both drug dealers now, it's probably worthwhile to return to some of the earlier witnesses.
You know, we could ask Rachel about, because she said that a lot of women were hanging around Eric, right? We could ask if one of them had a scar. Yeah. Let's do that one first.
Huh. Aren't those Rachel's?
Wait. No, Rachel.
Oh no.
We're gonna have to talk her down. Oh my god, I already had to do this and Life is Strange.
Hey there, Rachel.
Oh, it's you. I wonder what went through his mind as he fell. Was he confused? Scared?
Oh boy. Maybe I should have saved, actually. Probably, but no matter what he felt, I'm sure he wouldn't wish the same for you. He was drugged. He may not even realize what was happening. No matter what he was thinking, he's dead now. It's over forever. Careful. Don't threaten her with a good time. We don't know. I mean, she's clearly in a desperate state of mind. Let's say he wouldn't wish the same for you.
Probably. But no matter what he felt, I'm sure he wouldn't wish the same for you.
Of course not. He was such a kind, caring man. And I'll never see him again. In this world.
That's right, you won't. He's gone. You need to accept that. You still have the memories. Why do you think you'll see Eric in the afterlife? You also have the memories?
You still have the memories.
I do. And they torment me, keeping me up all night. I need to escape. Lord, forgive me.
Don't!
I wonder what went through his mind as he fell.
Okay, so I messed up. Let's get really blunt. Maybe that's what she needs. It's dead. Over.
No matter what he was thinking, he's dead now. It's over. Forever.
Okay, hang on a second. Oh, my bandana. This is horrible timing.
You're a Christian. How can you say that? For Eric, it's just the beginning. But I'm stuck here alone. Unless, Lord.
Yeah. I figured that was wrong.
I wonder what went through his mind as he fell. Was he confused?
Let's do...
Probably.
When was the same for you? He's gone, you need to accept that.
That's right, you won't. He's gone and you need to accept that.
Yes. Time to face the music. Lord, forgive me.
Damn, okay.
I wonder what went through...
Okay, let's do...
Probably.
When was the same for you? Why do you think you'll see Eric in the afterlife? I just thought she would be like, you're a Christian, right? We go to heaven.
Why do you think you'll see Eric in the afterlife?
Because we're supposed to be together. I know it in my heart.
Okay. If Eric would reunite with anyone in death, it would be Sarah. Don't say that. That can't be true. You were there all along, but he chose all those other women. Are you sure that's God's will? You said it yourself, Eric was a sinner. You're not. Well, okay. Kathy, please. She is a sinner. She's just been forgiven. She's been washed clean. I think we need to take the religious angle, though.
Are you sure that's God's will? You said it yourself. Eric was a sinner. You're not.
Suicide is a sin. If I defile my soul, we'll be back together again.
Oh.
Lord.
No.
I wonder what...
Okay.
Probably.
He wouldn't wish the same for you. Why do you think
Why?
you'll see him? I'm always bad in these situations. Words of comfort. Well, these aren't exactly comforting. If Eric would reunite with anyone in death, it would be Sarah.
If Eric would reunite with anyone in death, it would be Sarah.
He did love her. He talked about her all the time.
Yes. Think about it. What started Eric's spiral of destruction? Sarah's death. She's the one he always wanted. Everything he did was to try and distract himself from that fact.
You're right. What am I doing? This can't be God's plan.
It can't. God wants something better for you.
Okay. Phew.
I can't believe I came so close to doing that.
I can.
You didn't go through with it, and that's what matters. You need to promise you'll get some help, though.
I will. Promise. I suppose you had some questions for me, though, since you came back here.
Oh, I guess I did. I almost forgot, given everything that just happened.
Okay. What did you want to know?
Scarred woman.
I'm looking for a young woman with some kind of facial scars. Can you recall a person like that?
Oh, yeah. Her. Looked like burn scars to me, but she wore a hood and wasn't facing me, so I couldn't tell for sure.
Wow, really? Tell me more, please.
She was one of Eric's girls, I think. I saw them a few times out of the hallway. A real harpy, that one.
Yeah? Why do you say that?
This is off the record, right? I could get in real trouble for what I'm about to tell you.
Trouble from who?
Of course, you have my word.
Well, I was really worried about Eric, you know, so I made sure to write down everything he was up to, so I could help him better. And I overheard them talking.
Are you telling me you have a transcript?
Yes.
Well, Rachel, that would be tremendously useful to me.
I realize that. I'm not comfortable giving you all of my notes. Some of them are private, but I can give you a copy of the transcript with the scarred girl.
That would be amazing. Thanks.
Okay, wait here. I'll be right back. Here you go.
Perfect. Thanks, Rachel.
You're welcome.
I want to look at this.
Thanks again for this.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could be helpful.
I'll look at it in a minute.
I'm trying to find a park ranger named Victor Cooper. Do you know him?
No, sorry.
It's too bad.
Do you know Corey Finnegan? He may also go by the name Faze.
No, I haven't heard that name before.
It's a drug dealer. Or is he? No, he's a drug user.
I don't want to ask.
Yeah. Okay. Check out this photo of me.
I don't want to show that to her.
Ah, come on. Okay.
All right. I need to leave now. Will you be okay?
I will. I think I'd like to be left alone now. I'll go call my pastor.
All right. Take care, Rachel, and, God bless you.
You too, Eileen.
Actually, never mind. Bye.
Forgot that she thinks I'm Eileen. Oh boy. Come on, Eileen. Okay, let me just identify female. Okay, let's read the transcript. Eric and a woman enter the hall through the main doors. Woman, I've said it all before. You must have faith. I know. Her cellular phone rings. Hello? Who is it? Quiet. What? Don't. I'm coming. The woman appears to hang up. Great. Another fucking episode. Guess we're not hanging out then. Oh, fuck off, Eric. Everything isn't about you. She hurries out and slams the door. That faith, huh? Just lovely. Eric enters his apartment and locks the door. Notes, I saw through my mailbox that Eric wore a very nice checkered dress shirt with jeans and his hair was perfect. The woman wore all black with a hood over her head. Looked like she has burn scars. The woman was vile, but they seem to talk about faith. Have my prayers been answered? Will Eric find Jesus? Wait, no. The woman's name is Faith.
Rachel seems to think they were talking about Faith, but I think that's actually her name.
Yeah. You must have, and he says, Faith, I know. I think that, yeah. I'm glad we reached the same conclusion, Kathy. Okay, so now that well, maybe I need to ask somebody. Who would know? You know... Who would know about faith? Maybe we go back to the ranger station and we ask, now that we have a name, if there's anybody named Faith. Cassie?
Hey, Cassie.
Yeah?
Do you know anyone called Faith with facial scars?
No, I don't know anyone like that.
Really?
All right, I'm off again.
Bye-bye.
I guess Vic keeps his personal life and professional life separate. Okay. Yeah, let's... Who might know? Meadow? Meadow might know? Don't make me take another photograph, Faith. Wait, Meadow? Wait, what's going on? Do you see?
I guess she's not home.
Oh, I thought that was her hair. Okay, so she's not home. Okay. I thought she was like maybe hanging in there. Okay. Phew, that was close. Where can we not go? Club of Hearts, Tabby's Garden, Engstrom, Longhorn Piano. Let's ask Faze, I guess, about Faith. Corey, rather.
Hey, Faze?
Yo, what up?
Name Faith mean anything to ya?
You know the woman with the scars? I think her name is Faith.
Oh, could be true. I never heard her name.
Damn, useless.
I'll let you get back to your tag.
Peace out.
Yeah, totally useless. How long are you gonna be graffitiing for? Huh. Could ask, let's see, King of Kings. Oh, we can't go back to Verdant Street. We're done there. That's oh wait, maybe should I look at the phone book? How many faiths there are? So I can see if the pastor's out here. Or the priest, rather. Q Winters.
Let's not get any crazy ideas.
Right. Wow, he's way back here.
Hello again, Father.
Welcome back, my child. What can I help you with?
So, I'm looking for a young drug dealer, a woman with facial scars. I believe her name is Faith. Ring a bell?
I happen to recall a person like that.
Interesting.
A homeless woman whom Ben was helping get back on her feet.
Wow, really?
Yes, about your age. No drug dealer to my knowledge, but she had some sort of scars on the side of her face, yes.
Amazing. Is there anything else you can remember about her?
I'm afraid not. My memory has seen better days, and this was years ago.
Well, is there any more information about her somewhere? Maybe in Ben's records, if he had any.
Give me a moment. I'll go look at the files.
Okay. We're actually getting somewhere. I wasn't sure.
Yes, there was a Faith Cyrene. An apartment was arranged for her at 12 Onyx Row in 1996. No phone number listed.
Really?
That's tremendously helpful. Thanks.
It is.
You're quite welcome. I sincerely hope she provides the answers you're looking for.
Fantastic. Okay, don't think we need to ask him about
All right,
other stuff.
I'm heading back out.
Goodbye, young lady.
It's very helpful.
That's my best lead yet, but it's getting late. I better swing by the office and grab a bite to eat before I check it out.
Oh, okay. Oh, are we going? Is it evening already? Oh, okay. We can go to Onyx Row now. Let's go ahead and just take a quick break. And we'll be back in a moment with more Kathy Rain 2. All right, we're back. And we could go straight to Onyx Row. Or we could go downtown, talk to the love line. Let's ask him what he thinks about the graffiti.
Hey, hey.
Back again, huh? What's happening?
Yeah, what do you think about this?
What do you think of that graffiti there on the wall behind you?
Not my cuppa, but could be worse, I guess. At least it's got something going for it, unlike your dime a dozen tag.
Wow. Let's ask about Faze.
Do you know Corey Finnegan calls himself Faze?
Sure, I know him. Grew up on the same block. That guy's been a hardcore dope fiend since motherfucking diapers.
How about Victor Cooper or Faith Cyrene?
Yeah, I know I promised to tell him about the pyre dealers, but I can't risk Lionel's crew interfering with my investigation. When I'm done with the case, I'll let him know.
Ah. Okay.
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
I got an achievement. Quid pro quo was almost true to your word. That's what it said. Interesting. I feel like there's lots of little achievements like that for like little optional things that you can do. Let's go to Meadow's trailer. Is she still not home?
I guess she's not home.
Weird. Did I ever give her her card back? I noticed it's just gone. Did she? Maybe it was like a line I missed. I gave Meadow back her card. Onyx Row. That sounds kind of shady. Roof access.
No reason to go up there.
Oh. It's just this apartment.
Locked. Guess no one's home.
So.
My expert lock-picking set. Not many locks can withstand these little fellas.
Well, prove it. Oh, cool. I love this. Okay, lots of stuff to look at.
Huh. That poor thing doesn't put a dent in the god-awful aesthetic of this room.
The map? Or the painting? It looks like a map, doesn't it?
Various groceries. Nothing out of the ordinary. I guess she likes to sleep rough.
Drawers? Ooh, there's an open drawer.
All empty. This isn't a residence, it's a safe house.
Makes sense.
Pretty decent view of the city from up here. Certainly beats the brick wall outside my office window. Looks barely used. Guess Faith doesn't spend much time here.
No, absolutely not. I've looked at everything but the cell phone. There's takeout here.
Freshly eaten. Somebody was here recently. No proper bed, but a cell phone. This gal needs to get her priorities straight.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
Password protected, of course. I'll see if I can crack this later.
Okay.
Fuck. That came from the roof.
What? What's going on? Who's that? Oh!
The alley. Watch out.
It's Lucas.
It's fine. She's just trying to get away. We need to get you to a doctor.
Too late. I won't.
Lucas!
Oh. Oh. Can't be mad.
You're not gonna get away with this. I'm gonna catch you, and I'm gonna kill you.
Whoa. Oh, action. Huh. What happened?
Come on, kid. Time to get back up.
Uh-huh.
Lucas?
Who else? Your mother?
Wait, you didn't bleed out?
Passed out from the pain. Didn't bother to check my pulse, did you?
That doesn't... I'm dead, aren't I?
Ha! Yeah, I see how that could make sense. Maybe you cracked your skull on the pavement and this is our last tango. That'd be pretty funny.
No, I can't be fucking dead. I'm supposed to avenge you.
Avenge me? An alcoholic has-been? Wife and kids who loathe him? Please. You should be concerned with whomever is willing to avenge you.
I don't think anyone would do that for me. Anyone alive, that is.
No argument there. You haven't been making friends lately, have you?
I guess not. I'm sorry, Lucas. I should have been there for you.
Why should you? You're too good for that. You're new blood, and I'm just a fossil.
That's not...
Let's not play games, kid. I know you. Afterlife or not, we can't stay here. This place reeks of gasoline. Come on. I know the way.
The bike is toast. I'm lucky to be alive.
Not the Catmobile.
I really lost control there, didn't I? This city of ours, oblivious and indifferent to what happened here.
Yeah, the world is cold and uncaring.
These boxes must have cushioned the crash. I guess that's why I'm still breathing. Nothing but a big load of trash. I don't need to mess with that.
Okay, you sure? What about the drain?
Just some drain. I have more important things to worry about.
Okay, let's go inside then, Kathy. If you're so eager.
Hey, wait up.
Blue, red.
What's going on, Lucas?
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
So, there's something I need to tell you.
Curtains. Whoa, what's going on? What?
Lucas?
Here's Kathy Rain!
What the hell is this? Who said that?
Now, who's got something to say to the one and only badass bitch herself?
I'm tired of being manipulated, Kathy. You've always got some hidden agenda. I've been nothing but a good friend to you, and there's only so much I can take. We were great together at Rain Investigations, and then you had to ruin it all by blaming me when things started to go downhill. That was so unfair, and it really hurt me. Will you ever change?
Oh, wow. Time to be angsty.
I'm too scared. Whenever I've been vulnerable, I've been abandoned.
When we were young, you used me and threw me away. That really fucked me up. And now you're doing it again. Have you ever thought about why you're alone? Why everything keeps going to shit?
Sitting in a pile of shit is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Happiness is never anything but a brief, fleeting respite.
Who are you? And what did you do to my fucking daughter?
I'm right here, Mom. Ready to take out the trash.
Hallelujah! Uh-oh, somebody's out for blood.
Time to bash some sense into you, bitch. Can't. Yes, bash her brains in. Finish her. It wasn't me, was it? I want to wake up. There's... And there's something. God, what a nightmare.
Oh.
Good
Don't worry,
girl.
Mildred.
Let's go back to sleep. What's that, honey? We got a rat in here?
What?
I am in you now. I know your flesh and your fiery heart. A heart that yearns to be crushed before the immolation takes hold and nothing remains.
This isn't real. I destroyed you. I destroyed the place you came from.
There is no death, only change. I am the limb of man, but you may call me Mr. Burgundy. Now, let the liturgy commence.
Oh, shit. So that's the Crimson one from the first game. I got an achievement. Higher stakes. Finish day 4. Okay, what happened? Whoa.
It was him, yet it wasn't. He realized that he had to be the one to pass through the threshold. He had to be the one to take responsibility.
Ugh.
Kathy?
We gotta say something sassy.
Thanks for skipping the Bible. That would have kept me knocked out, I'm sure.
Thank God. Are you okay?
Just peachy. How long was I out?
4 days.
Fuck. What about...
Mildred's okay. Don't worry.
That's a relief. The bike, then?
It was pretty beat up, but Dad fixed it. It's standing out in the parking lot.
Oh.
But he hates me. Why'd he do that?
I'd be the first to admit that you're not his favorite person, but he happens to love this gal. And I'll tell you, she pouted real bad at him.
You didn't have to do that, E.
You're right. I didn't. But I wanted to. Sometimes people care. Everything doesn't always have to be some cynical tit for tat.
I guess not.
So, I heard about Lucas.
How did you hear about... Is he real? I'm so...
Don't remind me. He wanted to be a team and I turned him down. If I'd had his back that night, maybe he'd still be alive.
Or you'd both be dead. You know better than to blame yourself like this, Kathy.
Maybe so, but it doesn't matter. It's over. I'm finished. This medical bill will be the final nail in my coffin.
What's up with the defeatist attitude, Detective? That's not how we usually solve a case, is it?
Are we teaming back up?
You don't really want to help, E. You're just feeling guilty because I got myself hurt.
No, that has nothing to do with it. The soothsayer killed Lucas. He was my friend too.
Was he? I guess he was real. I was so sure that there was gonna be some kind of psychological twist where he was like, I don't know, a dead guy or I don't know, something like that.
Are we really gonna let this monster get away with what they did to him?
What's this? Dusting off the good old eye for an eye, are you, E?
No! This is about doing the right thing. The soothsayer has to be stopped. Despite our faults, we've always made a great team. And it's time for us to step up. For Lucas. What do you say?
Well, I say we better get some heavy painkillers or we won't get far. I feel like I've been through a grinder.
That's the spirit. Hey, doctor! We've got a girl here in need of some heavy drugs. Stat.
That's the last thing I thought I'd ever hear come out of your mouth.
True.
I'll go grab some lunch while you guys talk, okay?
Sure. See you in a bitty. All right. Lay it on me, Doc. How bad is it?
You've suffered 2 rib fractures and some cuts and bruises, but your most serious condition is what's called a subdural hematoma, a buildup of blood on the surface of the brain.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. That sounds serious.
It is. Most cases are treated with cranial surgery to drain the blood and alleviate the pressure. However, your hematoma is relatively small, and its location makes surgery a greater risk, so we chose a more conservative approach, managing it with medication and closely monitoring the results.
All right. How has the condition progressed?
We performed an MRI yesterday, and the good news is that the hematoma has shrunk in size. We believe it will heal on its own, but I would advise that you remain here under observation for at least 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
That won't fly, Doc. Money is an issue. Can I check myself out and continue the treatment on my own?
Ah, the American healthcare system. There's nothing wrong with it. We should just leave it as is.
Technically, yes. We can prescribe some corticosteroid pills to help manage the symptoms. I wouldn't recommend this course of action, though. You'd have to sign an AMA form.
An Ask Me Anything form?
Against medical advice, yeah. I'm aware of how that works. What risk should I know about?
Well, physical exertion and additional head trauma may exacerbate the injury, resulting in severe headaches, confusion, and loss of consciousness. If you're unlucky, it may even be fatal.
Well, damn. Guess I better take it easy. What about this neck brace thing?
Oh, that's just standard procedure in cases like this. Those x-rays came back clean, so you can safely remove it.
All right, good. Let's get that form then, Doc.
Very well. Oh, and before I forget, there was a young police officer here looking for you. He said he knew you?
Sounds like Josh. Thanks for the heads up. All right, all dolled up and ready to go. Time to get out of this joint.
You think so?
Geez, I'm popular. If I knew I'd get this many visitors, I'd have crashed my bike months ago.
Is that the librarian?
Greetings. It looks like you are feeling better.
Hi. Do I know you?
You don't recognize me. We met at the library a while back.
Oh, right. The librarian guy. No offense, buddy, but, what are you doing in what will soon cease to be my hospital room?
I apologize for barging in. I should properly introduce myself. I am Tom Ward, but you may know me as T.
That's crazy. I knew that there was more to the librarian than met the eye. Remember when I was calling him the soothsayer? I was like half joking. Okay.
Oh, you're the guy. You left me all those notes.
Yes. For reasons I cannot explain, I felt that a subtle approach was safer for both of us. However, given what happened to you and your late friend, the stakes are getting too high, so I'd like to propose an alliance.
An alliance? Why? Who are you? Have you been stalking me?
Who I am is not an easy question to answer, but I'll say this. Much like yourself, I have a score to settle with the soothsayer.
Really?
That's so? What kind of score?
An immeasurable one. Everything was taken from me. My life was destroyed. I was enslaved.
Enslaved? Were you tied up in a creepy serial killer dungeon, or what?
Not quite. There is a malevolence hiding behind the soothsayer. This evil found me at my lowest point, forcing me into bondage.
Are you saying that the soothsayer is doing the bidding of someone else?
Yes. I also believe that the conjunction tomorrow will be instrumental to their plans.
Huh? What plans? What conjunction?
As for their plans, I don't know for sure, but I'm certain that the murders serve a specific purpose.
Right, the pattern.
The conjunction I speak of is when Saturn and Venus meet in the sky. It's the first such occurrence in over 80 years. Some believe that this event is charged with, esoteric potency.
Uh-huh. I think I've heard enough.
You don't believe me. I feared as much. Very well. I will pursue the soothsayer on my own. Perhaps our paths will cross again.
Yeah, you do that. See you, buddy. There was something really off about that guy.
Hey, what'd I miss? Who was that man?
The librarian.
No one. Just some creepy weirdo.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. I'm ready to head out. Let's go.
Okie dokie.
No need to be so dismissive, Kathy, because he's been right about everything.
That about sums it up.
Wow. What a wild case. What will you do next?
The chief ranger should be back now, so I think I'll go talk to him about Cooper.
Yeah. It must be dangerous to confront Cooper himself, though, if he is who you think he is.
Yes. Before I go anywhere near him, I should retrieve Lucas's gun. I wasn't kept under police surveillance at the hospital, so the cops couldn't have found it yet. It must still be somewhere around the crash site.
Then there's Longhorn PI, right? Maybe Lucas left some things behind?
Assuming the cops haven't ransacked the place, yes. But good idea. I should check there sooner rather than later.
How can I help with all of this then?
Well, there's this cell phone that I found in Faith Cyrene's apartment. Passcode protected. Maybe you could do something with that?
You bet. I'll have that cracked in no time.
She's such a tech whiz.
Great. Guess we have a plan then. Meet up here tonight?
Okie dokie.
Wow, it's so nice to have Eileen back.
Nah, I'll let her sleep in peace.
Ah, poor Mildred.
Eileen's laptop. She's using it to hack into Faith Cyrene's cell phone.
Anything else here that's a little different? Let's see. I really guess it's just her. Let's talk to Eileen a little bit, though.
Can I talk to you for a sec?
Sure.
Before we leave, let's ask her about a couple things. Let's ask her about... Wait, have I not asked her about this
What's
stuff?
your take on the soothsayer?
They're sick, whoever they are. I don't want to understand them. I just want to stop them from hurting any more people.
I guess I can ask about... I guess she's freshened up on the murder victims, because I don't think I could ask her about it before.
So, Deborah Sinclair, how do you think she ended up crossing paths with the soothsayer?
I don't know, but the cabin had no signs of a break-in, right? She probably trusted her killer.
Most likely, yeah.
I'm not sure that Deborah Sinclair is actually related to the other victims.
What do you think about Jane Doe, the burned woman?
Oh, what an agonizing death. It makes me wonder if the soothsayer had some kind of personal vendetta against her.
It's possible. The other murders were relatively quick and clean in comparison, weren't they?
Yeah, quite a risk too, right? Doing it in a public place and everything?
Good point. Seems like an escalation. But then again, most serial killers grow bolder with each kill, don't they?
I guess so. In any case, learning Jane Doe's real identity should be key.
Agreed. What's your theory on the deacon?
Reverend Winters said that he set up Faith Cyrene with an apartment, right? Well, she probably got close to him just like Eric and then had him killed.
The question is how? It clearly looked like suicide by hanging.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I can't imagine how that could happen to a devout Christian like the deacon.
What do you think happened to Eric Holloway?
From what we learned from Rachel, Faith Cyrene had her claws in him, didn't she?
Yeah. Eric was murdered on a roof too, just like Lucas. Everything points to Faith as the culprit. Any thoughts on the first victim, Rose Taylor?
That's a weird one, too.
Not sure, but that affair that she had with an angstrom patient sounds suspicious, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if this lover of hers was involved in her death. What's your take on Rachel Wang, Eric's neighbor?
From what I know about her, she seems like a really troubled person. I hope she can get the help she needs.
Right.
How do you think Tabitha Caldwell fits into the case?
I really think she just sold the mirror.
Hard to say, but everything we have on her is circumstantial, right? So she could easily be innocent in all of this.
I guess so, yeah.
Can I ask you about the discharged Rose's lover?
What are your thoughts on the Ingstrom patient that Rose had a relationship with?
Well, I'd say it's an odd coincidence if it has nothing to do with her murder.
Right.
Agreed. Let's hope we can get to the bottom of who this mystery patient is soon.
Is it Vic?
What's your opinion on that Faze guy?
Well, drug addicts aren't the most reliable witnesses, are they? We should probably take some of the things he told you with a grain of salt.
Right, of course.
Yeah, that might be for the best.
Really, he was just used to identify Vic and Faith.
What do you think about
Or just
Victor
Vic.
Cooper?
Well, from what you told me, he sounds like a dangerous person. We have to be careful if we decide to go after him.
What are your thoughts on Faith Cyrene?
Well, she must be a ruthless woman, butchering Lucas like that.
I'm guessing it wasn't her first kill. She knew several of the murder victims. And even if she didn't take them out personally, she's gotta be a major accessory.
Probably, yeah. I wonder who's in charge, though. Is Faith Cyrene calling the shots, or is it the ranger guy?
Good question. It could even be someone else entirely. I don't think we know enough to say for sure.
I mean, yeah. Hey, look at her. Look at her bandage there. It's cool. Added attention to detail. What about your laptop?
Fancy laptop you've got there.
Oh, thanks. It's new.
Okay. Let's see. What do you think about these pills?
The doctor gave you those?
Yep. I meant to take them if my head injury acts up.
Check out the transcript.
I don't want to show that to her.
Why not? Oh, all of a sudden you're going to be all cagey about it?
I don't want to show that to her.
Okay. Everything else we've got under...
All right. That's all.
Under control.
Okie dokie.
I mean, look, what type of pills are these?
It's the pills I was given for my head injury. Should be taken in case of any sudden headaches or dizziness.
Well, great to hear, Kathy. All right, let's go out to Cassidy and oh wait. Well, we got a message on the answering machine.
Hey, it's me, Josh. I heard you woke up and left. I just wanted to let you know that things don't look good for you with Mr. Longhorn. He had a lot of friends here, and everyone's looking for a scapegoat.
What?
I've been trying to keep the guys off your back, but there's only so much I can do. So, yeah, I think it's in your best interest to come to the station voluntarily.
What?
It's only a matter of time until there's a warrant with your name on it. Oh, and I'm sorry about what happened before. I was in a bad place. Let's talk and clear the air when we can, okay? Bye.
Yeah, well, now that you got your job back.
That doesn't sound good.
Nope. We'll have to crank up the pace. No time to get derailed by the cops.
But wait, don't we have to work with the police to stop the killer?
Eventually, yes, but I know the cops in this town. The only way we'll get those boneheads on our side is if we give them the soothsayer on a silver platter. There can't be a shred of doubt. And after everything that went down with Lucas, the odds aren't in our favor.
I suppose so. We better stick with the case then.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm blown away by Lucas being a real person. The guy that was like unironically like, hey, he's looking at you, kid. That guy's real? Okay. We can go to the crash site. We can go to Longhorn PI. We can go to the library to visit the librarian. All right, I will be right back. We're gonna take another quick break, and I'll see you in just a moment. All right, let's head to the crash site, and then to Longhorn PI. Well, things are very different now.
I really lost control there, didn't I?
Right.
That must be the spot. I don't remember the actual impact. No trace of the gun in this area. I should keep looking. Useful for heavy lifting. I don't need to do anything with that.
Talk to the
Just
delivery
some guy
man.
on a break. I shouldn't bother him.
Got all those boxes in there.
Business as usual. As if I was never here.
Yes, Kathy. Very few of us have actual impact on the world around us. Time to deal with that.
Bingo. I can see something shiny down there. How to get it up, though?
Retrieve gun from drain.
I need to come up with some way to extract the gun from the drain. Maybe I can get creative somehow.
Might not be able to do it yet. Dude, use the chakra pendant. Loop it around the gun.
What am I even trying to do here?
I don't know.
In real life, that's just some random industrial building. No need to go in there. Nothing but a big load of trash.
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we'll get back on the Catmobile and we'll come back to the crash site when we're ready to get the gun. So, yeah, let's go to Longhorn PI.
Good thing I still had my spare key.
Oh, okay, I was about to say.
Looks like
you
the
just walked
cops
in?
haven't been here yet, so I better work quickly before they get a warrant and ransack the place.
Right. Okay, let's see. Some files. Look at the files.
Just some old case files.
Okay, well.
Looks like Lucas has plotted out all the soothsayer murders here on a map. I don't see any obvious pattern.
Right. I guess we should just look at his desk, right? Let's look at his trash can, bro. What's in there?
Doesn't look like anything of note was thrown away.
Really? Alright. Yeah, desk for sure. Pager.
Looks like Lucas received a few messages on this pager recently. I believe this model can only display numbers.
I don't understand how pagers work, man. So this is gonna be tough for me to figure out. You know? Lots of 10, 11. I'm not really sure.
Lucas's address book. I can cross-reference it with my notes.
Okay.
Nothing new, just her Onyx Row address, which I already have.
That would explain why she was there. Victor Cooper.
Worth a shot, but no, nothing.
I wonder how he got Faith Cyrene. Rose's lover.
What if I could, but I don't have a name to search for?
Right. Yeah, okay. How come we haven't gone to the Azure Sky Motel yet?
I don't need to look that up.
You sure?
I don't need to look that up.
You don't need to look up the soothsayer?
I don't need to look that up.
Okay. Post it?
Weird note. Some sort of reminder?
Park Mall Cafe Square.
Very cryptic. Knowing Lucas, this is some sort of reminder.
1 times 4, 2 times 4, 3 times 4.
That list of locations is interesting. I'm only familiar with the park. I wouldn't know what places the others are referring to.
Square. Manual.
Standard KPD radio manual. Lucas probably used this to decipher police communications.
Acknowledgement. Let's see. Dog case. Oh my gosh. Okay, 10, 11 is JK. Again, I don't really know how a pager works, but like JK, J, 6, 4. Okay, well, that would be actually 6 and 4. 2, 4. Wait, 1064. Message for local delivery. Oh, wait. Is that what that is? Oh. Assignment completed. Wait. $33. 10-4. Acknowledgement. Okay. What's 10-11? Dog case. Well, that was dog case. Well, okay, I'm not really sure.
The Longhorn boys. Lucas and his sons. This photo must be several decades old.
All right. Calendar, radio. Don't want to look at this posted over here?
All right, so this is what Lucas was up to this month. Hopefully I can find some useful clues in here.
Onyx stakeout. That
was the night when he died.
right. JK deliver.
I remember this JK person from when I worked here. They're a police informant. I don't know their real identity, though. Probably worth trying to learn more about them.
That explains it. It says
deliver
1011
on the 25th.
on the pager.
Was Lucas waiting for a delivery from the informant when he died? That's the day when Lucas came to me to ask to team up. I wish I'd taken him up on it.
Right. Alimony.
Looks like some meeting related to Lucas's ex-wife. I doubt that's relevant to me.
Dog watching.
Dog watching, huh? For whom, I wonder?
JK Meat Cafe.
Looks like Lucas had a meeting with JK here on the 18th. That's a few days before he approached me about the soothsayer.
Jackson B-Day?
Jackson is Lucas's youngest son. Must be his birthday that day.
I thought it was like Andrew Jackson, like our 7th president.
I guess those bad fillings are the least of your worries now, buddy. This must be that thing Lucas mentioned about digging up dirt on the mayor. Shouldn't be relevant to me right now.
Yeah, okay. JK. Well, I was kind of taking a shot in the dark there, but 1011 is JK. 1064. But then JK, but then message for local delivery. And that JK deliver. Okay, well, let's go back. JK, right? 104 3333. Acknowledgement, okay. CCCC? I don't know what the 3333 is. Yeah, that's weird. So the first one is acknowledgement, okay. CC. And then there's this random thing, which I'll look into in a second. And then 1024, 1064, which are codes. So assignment completed. And then message for local delivery. So you go, okay, assignment completed. But then what's this? 5552 15542. That seems like a bunch of nonsense. E E B. I don't know. Is that just like a phone number? No. I don't know what that is, but it's clearly different from the other ones.
No need to make that call from here.
So I would try it.
No need to make that call from here. No need to make that call from here.
Well, then I don't know what we're using the phone for. JK. Yeah.
Still just the initials, but a number for JK is listed here. I should give them a call.
Absolutely. That's their number. That's the number. 555. Oh no. No, it's not. All the numbers are 555 here though, so that is a number. It's just not this one.
You have reached a numeric pager system. Please enter up to 12 digits and end your message with the pound key.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Lucas used some kind of secret pager code to arrange meetings with his informants.
Uh-huh.
I shouldn't try to leave any messages here until I'm sure I've cracked the code. Hopefully some of the clues here on the desk can help. All right, I think that's everything. I'll gather up all the clues and see if I can make any sense of them.
But the post-it. Okay.
All right, so I know that Lucas used some sort of pager code to set up meetings with his informants, including JK. My objective should be to crack the code and then send a message to JK posing as Lucas.
Uh-huh. So, okay.
All of the coded messages seem to begin with 1011.
Yes.
I should start by figuring out what those numbers mean.
JK. It means JK. 1011 means, can I write? JK.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
10
Here.
and 11 match the positions for J and K in the alphabet. That can't be a coincidence.
I'm ahead of you, Kathy. Oh, we're having to play catch up here. Okay.
The same letter mapping doesn't seem to be applicable to the rest of the messages, though. The second part must be encoded differently then. First, there's a simple initial prefix to determine the sender, and then some other representation of the message itself. I should try to craft a message for JK now, requesting a meeting in person. I'll set a goal to arrange a meeting at 2 p.m. in the park, but I'll probably need to send multiple messages to convey that.
Okay. Oh, boy. Have you guys seen my blueprints playthrough? Because, yeah. I'm feeling very blueprints right now. Okay, so let's look for anything about a meeting. Let's see. Stand by. $10:20 location. Report in person. 10:25. So we'd want to say 10:11, 10:25. I wonder what that 333 thing means.
3333, huh. That's different from the other incoming messages. I'm not sure what it means.
Right.
Oh, I recognize this number. It's Lucas's ex-wife. Probably not relevant in this situation.
A red herring.
Looks like most of these incoming messages start with 10. Coincidence or pattern?
Right. Well, no, it's this code right here. You've got it. Okay, so park, 1 times 4. So we do 4 ones. So we could do 10:20, 1111 for the second message. So for the first message, we're going to want to do 10:11, right? And then we're going to want to do 10:25.
Sure, the incoming messages start with 1011, but I'm not sure Lucas would use the same prefix in his responses. I know Lucas had multiple informants, so surely they each had some unique identifier? Otherwise, it would be impossible to determine the sender of each message.
Okay, so we'll do, right, 10:25. Well, let's see what she has to say about these first.
Looks...
Okay, we'll do, well then what's, how do I identify me as Lucas? Right time. What's his last name? Lucas. Well, she'll correct me if it's wrong. Let's meet at the park.
No, I think the first part is wrong. I already figured out that the 1011 prefix means JK. I think I need to mirror that somehow.
Well, yeah.
Lucas Longhorn. Why'd you have to make this so difficult?
Thank you. Longhorn PI. It's so obvious. Okay. So we need to do 1212. 1212. 1025.
Yes. 1025 should convey that I want to arrange a meeting in person. I'll send that to JK's pager and see if I can get a response.
Hell yeah. I feel like a hacker. Learning how a pager works. 1011
Got a
104.
response.
It says okay.
10-4. That must mean acknowledged.
10-4. Oh, I didn't make that connection. Oh.
Another one. 10-20,000. Not sure what to make of that one, but I have a feeling that they want me to respond.
20,000. T, maybe. Oh, are they proposing 000? Because it could be 1011 JK 1020. They're asking if I want to meet at the location 000. So let's say we want to meet at the park, though. Let's say 12 1020 1111.
Yes, that should work.
Yeah.
If the list on the post-it is correct, I think that this is the way to tell them that I'd like to meet at the park.
Because we don't know what 000 is. Anyway. Alright, let's see. 10-4. Okay.
Good. Another acknowledgement.
They're doing that 000 thing again.
And a query once again, it looks like. If we've settled on the park as a location, what's this now?
Time, probably. 10:36. Correct time. So for 2 p.m. we do 14. Is it 1400? 10:36. 1400?
Yes, that should work.
Yeah.
$10.76.
Oh.
IE en route. Perfect. I should head to the park and try to find JK.
Who is JK, dude? That was fun. That was really fun. Page restricted achievement. Cracked Lucas's secret pager code. Well, it was, you know, mandatory for progressing in the game.
Lucas's favorite brand of whiskey. He made me promise to down one of these at his funeral. Silly old man. Lucas's favorite cigars. Whenever he was stuck on a case, he'd light up one of those and just sit and ponder in that chair.
That's really too bad. Let's look at the photographs and then maybe we can leave. I don't know. Gun
Old
case.
pictures of Lucas and his army buddies. He served in Vietnam.
Right. Gun case. Oh my gosh. Just walk across the other way.
No gun, as expected. This is where Lucas would keep his revolver. There are some spare bullets in here, though. Better take some.
Good.
All right, that should be plenty.
Okay. Are we done here though? Retrieve gun from drain. Meet with JK. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're done. We arranged the meeting. I'm not sure what else to do. Oh, let me go back over here for now. Okay. Should we go to the park? Yeah. Is that JK? Looks like
no. I can smell that thing from here.
You don't want to dig through the trash can?
This city. I loathe it. But where else would I be? I guess sometimes we all prefer a comfortable, familiar hate rather than facing the unknown.
Right. There's a phone, the payphone here.
Pollution galore.
Lake
Go for a swim, and you're liable to grow another limb.
Very good, Kathy.
Hey there. Are you JK?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You have reached a numeric pager system. Please enter up to 12 digits and end your message with the pound key.
Yep, you are.
Let's cut the charade. I heard that thing beep in your pocket. You're JK.
That's so. Who am I talking to?
I'm Kathy. Lucas couldn't be here. He sent me on his behalf.
No, he didn't. We both know he's dead.
Uh-oh.
All right. I guess you caught me. Why'd you even come if you knew I wasn't him?
Wouldn't you? Part of me wanted to believe the poor bastard faked his own death.
I wish. I was there when he died. A suspect, killed him, and I nearly caught her.
She? It wasn't Andrea Hall, was it?
No, at least, I don't think so. This woman used the name Faith Cyrene. Who is Andrea Hall?
A senior at KCU. Lucas asked me to trace a motorcycle for him and...
And what?
No, damn it. I've already said too much. We shouldn't be discussing this.
Look, the damage is done. You already gave me a name. If I wanted to rat you out to the chief or whatever, I could.
Oh, honey, I'm not trying to protect myself. I'm looking out for you.
Me? You don't even know me. Why do you care?
Because Lucas did. He stood up for me when no one else would. I owe that man a great deal.
If anything, he'd want me to solve the case and destroy that harpy for what she did to him.
No, I don't think so. He loved you like a daughter. You know that, right?
Fuck off. Don't tell me that. Don't you think I feel bad enough already?
That's what grief is supposed to feel like, hon. You're in a bad way, and I won't help you get yourself killed. Now go on. Get out of here.
This lady can go to hell. She doesn't know Lucas. She doesn't know shit. At least I got a lead out of this. Andrea Hall, whoever she is. Guess it's time to head over to the university.
Okay.
Enough. Don't contact me again.
Damn. I tried. Okay. Andrea Hall. We did get a name. KCU. Let's see. Where else could we go? Let's go to the ranger station, actually. Find out the chief's in.
Hello again. I'm back.
Oh, hi. Chief Walker is on duty now. You'll find him past the door to your left.
Ah, great. I think I'll have a chat with him then.
Sure. You have a nice day now.
Thanks. You too.
Past the door. Oh, you mean right here?
Yes, come in.
Chief Walker?
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's me. Who's asking?
Kathy Rain, private investigator.
Oh, another one. I thought you'd all given up by now.
Sorry to disappoint, but this gal is more stubborn than most.
Apparently. Go on then.
I'll ask him about some normal stuff first.
Did you know Deborah Sinclair well?
I did, yes. I considered her a friend.
I'm sorry. That must have made things hard for you.
Indeed. It was somewhat of a relief when the city boys took over the murder case.
The soothsayer.
What do you know about the soothsayer?
You're a PI. You know how this works. You'll have to make do with my statements in the press, just like everyone else.
Okay. Let's ask. Check out my ammo. You want Pyre?
Are you familiar with Pyre?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Never mind. Guess you guys never got that far.
Let's ask about Victor
I'd like
Cooper.
to speak to Ranger Cooper. Can you arrange that?
No can do. Ranger Cooper is on leave for the time being.
He is? Why?
Personal reasons. He'll be back on duty in a few weeks. I can pass on your details if you wish.
I can't wait that long. Surely there's no harm in providing his phone number. I just need to speak with him.
No phone, which is the case for all of our resident rangers.
Resident rangers? That means they all live within the confines of the park, right?
Yes, I suppose it does. But you shouldn't try to go find him, miss.
What's stopping me, Chief? Bear Creek is public land, isn't it?
Technically, yes. Just don't harass the poor man, will you? He's been through enough.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Do you know Faith Cyrene?
Do you know a Faith Cyrene? She's supposed to have some form of facial scars.
No, I don't. That's not a familiar name.
Or a familiar appearance? Huh. Anything else we should ask about? Andrea Hall?
Does the name Andrea Hall mean anything to you?
No, I've never heard that name before.
Tabitha Caldwell?
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
No,
Damn.
Does the name
Rachel Wang?
Afraid not. I don't know who she is.
Face
Do you
Finnegan?
recognize the name?
Doesn't ring a bell, no.
Rose's
I don't
lover?
wanna
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're all good.
I found one of these things lying around.
The brochure.
Oh, yes. I'm quite pleased with the turnout.
Good. Okay, I guess that's it.
Thanks.
I don't
I'll be
know.
going now.
Alrighty then. Good luck.
I should see if I could find out where those resident rangers live. Maybe something in this room can help.
Maybe a brochure? Oh, or the map?
Looks like a map of the immediate surroundings here in Bear Creek. Various points of interest are marked out. Ah, there's the ranger accommodations. It's not that far of a trek from the nearest parking spot, so I should be able to cover the rest of the distance on foot. I better not risk it without a gun, though. Lucas's revolver should be somewhere near the crash site.
Right, in the drain. Okay, well, I'm glad to see that we've got a plan. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I was trying to figure out some way to get like a good stopping, pausing point, but it's just hard because, you know, like day 4, just like, wait, who is there somebody hooded back there driving that truck following me? Can't really see. It's hard because like day 4 just ended in the middle of the video, right? And I don't think that we're gonna be finishing day 5 anytime soon. So I figure I should probably just kind of call the video here, and then we'll pick back up with the rest of day 5 and probably day 6 tomorrow, or however much longer we have. I don't know how many days there are, but yeah, seems like we're kind of we're narrowing down. We're getting closer to the end, I think, just from the way things are going. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this episode of the series overall. Hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you in the next one. Think critically.